Hey, it's Elisha Goldstein. I have a really simple and important message for you today that I think is going to make a huge impact on your life. Have you ever felt like maybe you've lost yourself a long time ago? Like maybe there's part of you that actually knows this. From the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you lay your head on the pillow, it's like life has just become routine. And there was just a point where you just stopped caring and you were just doing things for everyone else. Your work day became kind of the same. It stopped having that sense of purpose and meaning in it, and you were just spending time really keeping things in order. You were between in and after work. You were spending time paying the bills, or maybe cooking and cleaning. Maybe you were shuttling people back and forth. You were really living in a way that was in accordance with other people's plans, other people's demands, and you just stopped at some point having the time or care about really taking care of yourself. And so this phrase that is going to be so impactful is just protect your peace. Protect your peace. In a day and age where companies have spent billions and billions of dollars to strategically and skillfully find ways to pull our attention in, we need more than ever to protect our peace. And that's going to mean drawing some real boundaries in your life and eliminating what's toxic. Maybe it's going through and taking a real clean look at for your social media, like what part of social media is actually feeding you and nourishing you, and what part of it is actually depleting for you, and maybe even completely eliminating any part of it that makes you feel bad about yourself or defective, or really kind of highlights that comparing mind, which is the thief of joy. And so you're just kind of limiting that, and that's a really hard choice, because there could have been a routine or as programming that's kind of lent yourself to just falling into that space. Or maybe it's the TV shows in life that we look at and say, which ones are actually playful, and I really enjoy, and which ones are me just kind of like lulling myself into this trance. And even kind of looking at our friends and saying, which ones of our friends or people we spend time with are nourishing and inspiring to me, and which ones are depleting and even toxic to me, and seeing if I could spend more time, more connection, more contact with the people that are nourishing and inspiring, and less contact with the people that are depleting or toxic to me, or even with the ones that are depleting and toxic that I can't spend less time with, seeing if I can shift the way I relate to them, as seeing them as maybe imbalanced or not doing well, and wishing for them to feel stronger and happier, because if they were, they'd most likely cease to be depleting and toxic in my life. And even to protecting our peace means creating a sanctuary for ourselves. What does that mean? Creating space for ourselves. That could be space in the morning where it's just quiet for you and you're just kind of settling into connecting to yourself. Or maybe it's in your office. There's some space at work where you can just take a little bit of time out and connect with yourself and reconnecting with what's most meaningful. If there's no space in any of those, maybe it's in the commute, where if you're driving a car before you get home or before you get into the office, you're taking just a couple minutes just to connect, remind yourself just what's going on that's good in your life and what's really meaningful to you and how you want to be in the moments that follow, creating that sense of sanctuary that's there. And so it's drawing these boundaries, it's being intentional about really creating that sense of peace, really protecting that in our lives, because if we don't protect it, people are going to take it from us, because this is the attention economy we live in right now. That's the deal. There's a lot of people doing that, and so and this is a time more than ever that if I promise you that if you do think about what it means to protect your peace and how you can bring that into your life, you're going to feel better, you're going to feel stronger, and you're going to feel a greater sense of fulfillment in your life. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. There might not be anything more important than that. So just the message, protect your peace. Feel free to comment below and let us know what that means to you. What does protect your peace mean to you? What does that look like in your life? And let's allow this collective wisdom be something that inspires us and creates ripple effects across the many who come in contact with it. Okay, I look forward to being with you next time. Bye for now.